But I'm going to try taking out the jack, taking out the input, and I'm going to try to maybe bend that a little bit to maybe give it better contact. Try to push down on that, and we'll see if that helps us. What stuff is he doing now on the Doing Stuff channel? Well, first of all, the reason I'm doing this is because it's over 90 degrees here. And you know, in Kentucky, when it gets over 80, how we act here in Kentucky. So, but I'm got a little project I've been kind of wanting to do, my guitar amp. And I'll show you. It's just one of them amps that, me personally, I didn't know anything about this brand. I literally, when it comes to like music equipment, I've always just kind of, you know, oddball finds here and there. I've actually found this at a pawn shop. But the problem is, my 2-year-old actually knocked the amp over while it had the cable. For those of you who have, you know, played guitar for a while, or at least played electric guitar for a while, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So you got your input here. Well, when this thing gets knocked over, it lands on it. It lands on the input, and a lot of times, if you're lucky, it won't damage anything, but it may only damage the cable. But in my case, it damaged the cable and this input in the amp. So I just thought I would share it with you guys, and maybe it'll help someone else who's dealing with this problem. So just wanted to note that if you start realizing that when you play your guitar, or when you try to play your guitar and you move this and it's like it works and then it doesn't work, it's kind of like shorting out. Well, just know that it could just be your cable, or it could just be the input on the amp, or it could be both. There's 4 screws here on top, the inside screws, the ones that are on, not these, but these. There's 4 of them, and what those 4 screws do is they hold this box in place here. So let's try to get the amp removed so that we can look at that input jack. See it falling? I don't want to go too loose yet because I want to make sure that that one's pretty almost all the way out. But what I was saying is, I don't want to take it completely. Don't want to take it completely off yet because I want to. So I'm just going to hold it down here as I take those screws out. That way it don't fall. That one's completely out. That one's completely out. Pretty much got just one screw. All right, let's see what's going on here. So this, where's my hands? This is the input, and as you can see, if I press down on it, you can see this back prong right here that makes contact moves. So it could be just that, or it could be the solders underneath this board that make contact with those tabs right there. So if it is that, which I have a suspicion that it is, then I have to take out this whole board. Well, it shouldn't be too hard, but I have to take it out and actually resolder those tabs that go through the board there. But I'm going to try taking out the jack, taking out the input, and I'm going to try to maybe bend that a little bit to maybe give it better contact, try to push down on that, and we'll see if that helps us.